Hey guys, got another video here today on expressing a quantity as a proportion. And this is from chapter 4K in your textbook. Okay, lots and lots more fractions and percentages. I know you guys are loving it. Okay, so key to this idea is your understanding of the word proportion. So this is just straight from a dictionary. The definition is a part, share, or number considered in relation to a whole. So a whole part, a whole share, or a whole number. And you can express them in lots of different formats. 3 of them are ratios, fractions, and percentages. I'm really just going to talk about these 2 today. So fractions and percentages. So two example questions include showing $40 out of $200. What is that a fraction? As a fraction. So what's the 40 of 200 out of a fraction? And then what percentage is $40 out of 200? Okay. Another example question is 24 green ducks out of a total of 30 ducks. I'm presuming that's at some sort of carnival because green ducks don't exist that I know of. Anyway, let's do this question. So I'm actually going to do this question twice. One showing you the working for it as a fraction, fractional answer, and the other as a percentage. Okay. Now you might be asked to do one or the other in a question. You might ask to show them both ways. So I'll show you both next door to each other and then you can compare. Okay, so the first way to do this as a fraction, so we're looking at $40 out of 200. It's pretty straightforward. You're going to express the smaller proportion, over your total. Okay, so 40 over 200. And then all you need to do is to simplify. Okay, how straightforward is that? So again with simplifying, just remember, it might take you a few steps to do the simplification. So long as when you look at what you think is your final answer, you're happy that it's in its simplest form. So for me, I know that 40 actually is our highest common factor here. So it goes into 40, obviously, but it also goes into 200. Now, if you could only think of 10 or 5, then you could just keep going until you got your answer. Alright, so here we've got divided by 40, divided by 40, okay, and that gives us 1/5 as our final answer. That's all we need to do. Okay, percentages takes a little bit longer, a bit more fiddly, so we're going to basically be doing what we have done before. So 400 over 40 that should be for this question, over 200. So that step is actually the same. And then that's technically a fraction, so you're going to multiply that by 100 to convert it to a percentage. Okay, we have done this before. Okay, then you would do your cancelling. Remember, when we're cancelling, try to choose the 2 biggest combinations here. So 100 goes into 100 once, 100 goes into 200 twice, and I always rewrite it 40 over 2 times 1 over 1. Then I know I can cancel here again. So that's going to give me 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 40 20 times. Rewrite 20 over 1 times 1 over 1, multiply 20. Cool. Now, 20%. If you had like a question like this and you did the fraction part first, and then you knew your fraction to percentage combinations really well, you could literally jump straight to that. Yeah? If you knew 1/5 equaled 20%. If you don't, totally okay. Well, that would be good if you did. You can still do this working and figure it out. Okay, so let's do another example. 24 green, random, ducks out of a total of 30 ducks. Maybe it's one of those like, I don't know, bobbing duck games or shooting duck games at a fair or a carnival or something. It'd have to be, right? Who knows? Okay, right, so we're going to express it as a fraction first. So we're going to put our part over our whole, so part whole. Okay, and then we're going to simplify that. So let's go with 6 is our highest common factor. And that gives us 4 over 5. Now again, if you knew your percentages, you would jump straight to 80% there. Okay, let's say you didn't, or it was a much more fiddlier example. Same first step, part over our whole, okay, times by 100. Okay, simplify. Again, choosing the 2 biggest numbers is a really good idea. Let's say we're going to go with 10, so that would make that 3, and that would make that 10. Okay, rewrite 24 over 3 times 10 over 1. Now here, you could multiply across the top, across the bottom, and simplify from there, but you can cancel again. So 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 24 8 times. Multiply. Sorry, let's rewrite it. I've always been talking about that. So that makes it 80%. How good? 80 over 1, which equals 80%. Cool. Alright, so there's your 2 methods side by side. But again, sometimes if you're asked to do fraction and percent, try the fraction first, and then if it comes out at one of our really common fractions, you can jump straight to percentages, which would be really handy.